So I want to talk about something which almost every client goes through, which is it's a bit of a wobble, a bit of crisis of confidence about results, the plan, progress. And I literally see this with almost every client that at some point, even though they're making good progress, they have doubts and they think it's not working. I'm not seeing any results. What's the point of all this effort? I can't keep going. It's too hard. All this is pretty common and is fairly expected. The key thing is when you have what I call, a wobble like this, is just to go through it. But like I say, I think almost every client I've had at some point goes through this sort of thing. And this is the importance and the benefit of working with somebody is that, if you're on your own, perhaps what you come is you'd quit. You'd be like, that's too much, forget it. And then you go on like a 5-day chocolate binge or something. When yet I'm there and in front of me and I see it, I'm like, no, progress is fine. All that's happening is today you're in a bad mood. Today you're not feeling good about yourself. Nothing to do with the body probably, just to do with life. We all have ups and downs. Some days we feel great, some days we feel bad. And it's on those down days that you'll begin to question whether you can carry on, whether you want to carry on, whether there's even been any benefits, whether there's even been any change. I've seen people lose like 3-4 inches around the waist and they're coming to me saying, I've not seen any results. And you're like, well, hold up, what were you wearing at the beginning? You sort of lose sight. It's not that they don't know the results were there, it's just you sort of forget it because this is what mood does. When you're up and down, the downside, that's not the place for evaluations. So if you're the one of the people who's in this sort of wobbling stage, if you've just had it or you feel you're going into one, just relax. 9 times out of 10 is because you're in a low mood. Don't ever make any decisions when you're in a low mood, in the same way you probably shouldn't make any decisions in a high mood, because you'll commit to stupid things. In a low mood, you'll commit to, quitting your plan and going on a 2-week drinking binge or something. When you're in the high phase, you'll commit to something that's unachievable. Right, I'm going to never eat chocolate ever again. I'm going to train 2 hours a day. But you're up here, it feels plausible. Now, when you're back to normality, you're like, that ain't going to happen. So the best time for decisions is always when you're in a neutral-ish emotional state. So if you are doubting things, that a plan's not working, you're not got any progress, there's no point doing this, just relax. Don't think about it. Wait till you're back to a normal plan, normal emotional state. Then you can think more objectively. Maybe it's true. Maybe you haven't got the result you wanted, at which point you need to change the plan. Or maybe what more likely happens is you're just in a bad mood and you're being overly critical. And now you're back in a normal mood, you're ready to rock and roll. So if you're going to that sort of wobbling stage, just push on through it.